Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's Talk Reactions, where we talk about real life events and conversations that go on in the real world. So yeah, we're going to react to these videos today about food in America. I want to know what are your thoughts about this, because I want some groceries from Publix. I'm in South Florida. We have Publix. I know a lot of you guys don't have Publix. You guys have different different stores from, different parts of the world. Like the West Coast got I think Heb, and it's a couple other stores that I've heard that we don't have here, and then we have things that you guys don't have. So y'all get my drift. But anywho, Publix is like a high-end grocery store where they have top of the line food. Like their items are top of the line. And I like to get my fruits from there. But lately I've been noticing that my fruits don't last. They last like a day or two. They don't taste as natural or as just as fresh as they usually are. And it just made me be like, what is going on with the food? Because this isn't the norm. Like, what is really going on? Did y'all change our manufacturing? Like, have we went on with the play of the others that, do things to the food just to get a higher gain? But I started doing some digging, found some conversations where people are also saying the same thing about food. So we're just going to go ahead and get into it. Don't forget to comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Are you experiencing the same thing? Do you feel the same way? Have you looked into things just as deep as some of these videos are? So let's just go ahead and get into the first video and see what people are saying and thinking about the food in America.
If you eat the typical standard American diet, you're going to be sick. The first thing you have to do, you have to get people to understand that we're living in a society today, like America's food is banned in most other countries. The chicken is banned in other countries because it's cleansed with chloride, which is a carcinogen, okay? The pork is banned in other countries because they feed pigs ractopamine, okay? You can look that up too. There's so much of our food that is banned in other countries. It cannot even be sold in other countries. Cannot be sold in Europe. Cannot be sold in China. Cannot be sold in Japan. It's banned. So when you start to help people understand, if you eat the typical standard American diet, you're going to be sick. This is why 70% of the population is on a prescription drug and 75% is either overweight or obese. You're literally eating toxins, but you don't know it that way because you don't understand chemistry. When you go to the supermarket and you're buying your food and you turn it on this label and you're looking at that label and half of it sounds like chemistry, you don't know what that is. You don't know what that's doing to you. So the mentality approach is to help them understand real recognizes real. Real food, your body is going to recognize it. It knows exactly what to do with it. But when you put an abomination, a man-made product that is called food in your body has to figure out what it is, what to do with it. And most of it ends up just sitting here because the body can't figure out what to do with it, and it can't process it out. So this is why most people are constipated. So they end up having 10 to 25 pounds of undigested food, fecal matter just rotting in their gut.
Wow. that was a little deep right there. But I never even thought about that your body definitely does try to figure out what is it that you just ate and how to process it. That makes so much sense, because I honestly believe that of course, America, it's a big old, everybody's to make money. Everything is about money. It's the money grab. And the more you spending on medicine, you guys know pharmaceutical is one of the, most profitable businesses that is in right now. Like pharmaceutical, people are going to always be on drugs. People are always going to be prescribed something. So in order for them to be prescribed something, they have to make sure that we are constantly being sick. Now comment down below, let me know if you feel the same way. I don't really want to get too deep into things because I know some people be like, oh this, oh that. But if you feel that way, let me know down below. This is just my honest thoughts. I just feel like there has to be a way for them to make money. If they cure everything, if they give us a solution to everything, how exactly are they going to make money if we're no longer needing the medicine anymore because we've cured what it is and we know what to do to not get it again? That means they're not going to make money. So like he said, with the food, if they're constantly producing this food is causing different types of medical issues. You got, like he said, stuff being held in your gut, not being able to be digested, things turning to cancer, things giving you high blood pressure, things that are giving you a stroke, a heart attack, or, having you with eating disorders. Anything that is going to require a medicine to come into place to fix it or to help try to alleviate the illness, they gonna do it. At least that's how I feel. So I pretty much feel like he pretty much answered what is going on with the food and why it's going on. And that's another thing. A lot of things are banned in other states, and we don't really take heed to stuff because stuff tastes so good. Like certain foods, you be like let's say Takis. The kids love Takis. I never had a Taki. I don't know what Taki tastes like, but my nephews love Takis down. I think it's like a spicy, like some type of corn chip. I've never had it, so I can't even tell you what it tastes like, but the kids love Takis down. In my house, I don't let them eat it because I've heard bad things about it from other people doing their research on it and what the chip actually contains. So that is a type of food, and look where they're starting at with the kids. They're starting in a younger generation. So then once they start getting older and older, they're getting sicker early. They're not able to even hit, you know, certain ages in life because you're getting sick so early because you're consuming things so early. But let me know if that's what you think. That's just, I don't want to go too deep into stuff, but that is exactly how I feel about it. But we're going to watch some old clips and see what is going on in the food. Is other people peeping the same thing? Is anybody feeling the same way? What's going on? Let's check the next videos out.
In the US, almost all restaurants are buying from one single company called Sysco Foods, and they buy pretty much the same stuff. So you go to all these restaurants that have different flavors, but they're all selling you the same things. The US has allowed a huge number of artificial flavors, artificial colorings, and other compounds in foods that are illegal in Europe. So you think you're getting a French fry in the US, but it doesn't have the same ingredients, even say from McDonald's. The list of ingredients is entirely different. In Europe, it's going to have some kind of oil that's probably not good for you, and it's going to have some salt and some potatoes. And in the US, there's a huge long list of things, and they do that to drive costs down or to make it more addictive. So the reason is you think you're eating the same food, but you're not. There's a lot more chemicals in American food. On top of that, well, you are surrounded by pesticides and herbicides at much higher levels. The water quality in the US is lower. And what's going on there is you're not actually putting on a pound of fat. You're putting on a pound of inflammation. It's hard to put a pound of fat on in 1 week. You can do it, but it's really hard.
Wow, like that is freaking crazy, and it is so true. I took a trip to El Salvador, and I believe, is that South America? Comment down below, let me know if I'm right. I think that is South America. And I went there for a good weekend getaway, probably like 3 years ago. And when I ate the food there, big difference. The food tasted so flavorful. Like the fruits, we were riding we were going somewhere to an excursion, and they were selling fruits on the side of the road. And I'm a fruit girl. I love fruits and waters is my thing. So I had, you know, the driver to stop and pull over so that we can buy some fruits, and they had it prepared in like some plastic bags, like where they were fresh. You could see where they had, you know, just cut off, you know, the layering and stuff of the pineapples, and they had just packaged everything. Like everything was done fresh on the side of the road. And when I tasted the pineapple, I was just like, oh my God, this tastes like a pure pineapple. Like it's not no artificials, like he said, no dyes, no added flavors. It didn't taste like, it tasted like a natural fruit that just got pulled from the ground and cut. And I was just like, oh my God, this fruit tastes so good. We had already pulled off and, you know, started headed towards the excursion once I did get to taste it. But had I knew that that fruit was that good, I would have bought some more for the entirety of the trip because the fruit was so good. The food was amazing over there. Like it wasn't expensive either. Like, of course, you know, the cost of living in other countries is totally different from America. The dollar, the difference is just different. So we didn't pay that much for food, but I'm talking about steak and shrimp. It tastes completely different. And I also experienced this in Turkey because I went to Istanbul in Turkey. And I ate at the McDonald's there, and I'm just like, this tastes different. It's not a bad difference. And it's crazy because as soon as you eat it, you notice it off the bat. It's not one of those things where after the fact, you'd be like, wow. As soon as you bite the French fry, as soon as you bite the burger, you taste the difference in the food. And it's just so alarming that the food is definitely different in other countries. So for him saying that, you know, other countries don't put all these artificial dyes and all of this stuff to make $1 in their food, it just makes you wonder what really is in our food. Granted, McDonald's fries taste amazing. We love a fresh McDonald's fry. As soon as you get to that window, can I have an order of fries? Fresh, dunked fresh out the grease, lightly salted or no salted. They taste amazing. But I don't know what is it, because they do not taste the same as food in other countries. So that is so true. Comment down below, let me know if you guys have also experienced that. Have you ever ate somewhere else and food just tastes different? Even in Jamaica, everybody talks about when you go to Jamaica, you have to eat the KFC. The chicken is different. The food tastes different, completely different. Like, that is just so crazy to me. Like, I don't get it, but I mean, of course, we all know it's about the money. It's always about that dollar. So comment down below, let me know what y'all think. We're gonna go ahead and look into some more videos of why food is just different in the US.
Americans, what is really in our food, especially the fruit? They encourage us to eat healthy. I bought this apple 2 months ago, and I've just let it sit there, and it still has not changed at all. 2 months. Now, I remember a while back, you buy an apple, it turned rotten. Y'all, I'm gonna cut it in a minute. But while I'm having this conversation, I saw a young lady do a video about she went to another country and ate, and she felt good. She felt healthy. She didn't feel sick. She didn't feel bloated. She went for 2 weeks, and as soon as she came back to the United States and ate, her stomach was drastically bloated. Wow. And when I looked in the comments on that video, I saw where a lot of people from America have gastro trouble about the food and the fruit and everything that they're eating. So do y'all think American food is really healthy? Because y'all do know a lot of stuff that we eat here is forbidden in other countries. How did this apple last so long? Now, I grant you it's not in the 100% state, but for 2 months. So I cut it. Looks fairly crunchy. Looks pretty normal. And it's been sitting out, not in the refrigerator. 2-month-old apple. Is this really healthy for us? What could this be doing to our body? Y'all drop in the comments and tell me what y'all think about this.
Wow, that is crazy. A 2-month-old apple. That apple don't even look like it got no rotten spots on there. And I know within a week, that apple should have, 2 months, that apple should have been rotten all over. Like, it's supposed to have those little circle brown spots all over that apple. But I don't know. I don't know. It really makes you question the food. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've been saying that I want to start going to the farmer's market to go pick up my fruits and stuff, because the stuff that they're selling in the grocery stores is just not it. And I'm really not ready to be risking my life for it. Of course, you're going to pay the extra dollar, but you either going to pay it in the food or you're going to pay it in the medicine or the doctor's visits. Because either way, you're going to have to pay a price. When you think about it, either way, you're going to have to pay a price. So, I mean, comment down below. Let me know what you think. And we're going to look at this last clip and see what they're saying about the food. And that's it.
Check this shit out. I'm just walking around, and I'm bored and shit, waiting on something to happen in about an hour. So I'm at the grocery store picking up some stuff. I'm just walking around reading labels and shit. So I'm looking at these pies they have in the deli here, right? And they look great. They're all shiny and shit. It's a little burnt, but I mean, I'm sure it's fine. But just reading the labels on these things. This is an apple pie. Okay, apple, flour, cinnamon, sugar, maybe some brown sugar, little egg, maybe some yeast. That's about all you fucking need to make an apple pie. Look at all this shit. Look at all these ingredients. And the kicker, the funny thing, and when I flipped it over, it said this: contains bioengineered food ingredients. The fuck is that? Bioengineered food ingredients. I don't want to eat nothing that's bioengineered, motherfucker. Shit's crazy. Killing us, bro.
Why do they sell Americans the shittier, less safe version here? They make a Canadian version of Fruit Loops. that they undoubtedly produce in this country, in the U.S. They already make it, and they already have the formulation for it here. And they ship it up to Canada. And yet, the one that they sell here has red 40, yellow 5, yellow 6, blue 1, and BHT. All of those ingredients are not included in their international version of Fruit Loops. And when people say like, okay, so they know how to make the better version. They're already making it. They're already selling the better version. Why do they sell Americans the shittier, less safe version here? There's two reasons. The first reason, which is obvious, is it's a little more expensive to use natural food colorings than it is to use artificial food dyes that are derived from petroleum.
Blueberry juice, watermelon juice.
The second reason, they've acknowledged that natural food colorings are less bright. And when they're less bright, they're less attractive to children.
Oh, that's crazy. So the first clip of him is going over and seeing those pastries and seeing that the cakes and the pies, bioengineered food, like I've never heard of that. That actually makes me want to go in the grocery store and go see for myself, because I'm sure that that is definitely in the store, and I want to do my research on it to find out what do they actually mean, because like he said, you don't need that much to make these things, so why does the label have 100 other things listed when it only takes about 5 or 6? Comment down below and let me know how y'all feel about that. And then the last thing, that is just crazy to know that our country actually makes healthier food and sells it to other countries. However, you give us the shittier food. Like I told you guys, the root of it all is definitely the money. That can be the only reason. And I mean, if you're not that invested into your health, which we all know health is wealth, then you're going to buy whatever's on the market. You're not really going to pay much attention to those type of things, because this tastes good and on the box is telling you that this is 6 grams of protein, or it has this, it has that. Well, you're not really paying attention to the artificial flavors or the artificial things that they have put in to make up for those things to try and make it healthy. But I don't know. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think, because yeah, the food is definitely different. Is there going to be a change? I doubt it. I don't think there's ever going to be a change, because food is expensive for one, and a lot of families cannot afford to pay $1 extra for anything. Eggs are already expensive. A box of cereal is expensive. So when you have something that is not as healthy but affordable, and then you have a healthier version but it's way costly, people are always going to get the more affordable food because that's what they can afford. Well, if they can get 2 pounds of a box of cereal for $8, and then you got the healthier version for $12, they're gonna go for the more affordable food. That's just the way that it is. And I mean, it's crazy. If you don't do your own research on things, you would definitely get whatever is put out there. But comment down below, let me know what you think. Have you experienced this? Have this been a talk amongst you and your friends? Have you all also, you know, discussed this with the food? Are you experiencing the same things in your foods? Most of the time when I shop, I really don't pay attention to the label, if we're being honest. It don't be until I taste something, which is what happened with those fruits from Publix, that I made me be like, hold on, what's going on? Because this don't taste the same. So this is really making me want to go ahead and like pay attention to labels. When I go to the grocery store, I do want to check out the label to see, like, is that really what's on the label? And you can't sue, because it's clearly at the bottom of the label, after they've listed all of those chemicals and artificial flavors and replaced all of those natural ingredients. At the very bottom is the fine print that says contains biodegradable things. Like, that is crazy how they cover things up. And y'all know Americans, we do not like to read. We don't like to read. All we gonna do is see the flavor, and if it say it's vanilla cake, strawberry cake, chocolate cake, banana pudding, chocolate chip, that's what we picking up. We are not going to see what ingredients are added to it. So comment down below, let me know what you think, and we're going to wrap it up right here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also leave your comment down below. See ya.